Let's take up an activity which helps us understand parallel lines better. The material that you guys need is a square sheet of paper, preferably plain white paper. Then, yeah, you guys might have a question of how do we, where do we get a square sheet of paper? That you guys can do this actually. Let me show. So just fold in a way wherein the first, the corner from, not corner, sorry, the edge of this edge from this side overlaps with the edge of the other side. Then you have to fold it HSA, fold it proper, and then I'm taking up, yeah, I'm drawing a line and cutting the paper. So that's how you get a square sheet of paper. Okay. Now, how would you describe the opposite edge of the sheet of paper? So let me go to this. Right. So the opposite, these are the opposite edges. Okay. I think, yeah, I think this is visible. So the top and the bottom, let me use the words. The top and the bottom, those are your opposite edges. Left and the right, those are also your opposite edges. Now, how would you describe them? Yes, they are parallel to each other. How do you describe the adjacent edges of the sheet of paper? Yeah, adjacent means neighbors. So in this case, the one running from top to bottom and the other running from left to right, those are your, that is an example of your adjacent. Actually, let me show it off. So this is an example of your, okay, that's not what I meant. I'm not able to do it. Oh, I can't draw a straight line. No, let me, yeah, this and this. So those are your adjacent ones. How do they look like? What structure or what reminds you when you look at that? The adjacent edges are perpendicular to each other. They meet at a point. They form right angles. Parallel lines, they don't meet. While adjacent, they do. Folding activity now. Horizontal folding. So let me, all this I'll show it to you guys how to do. So this is your horizontal folding. As simple as that. So from the edge, take the edge, you have to overlap with the other edge perfectly. And you will end up with this scenario. How many parallels do you see now? Okay. So in this case, how many parallels do you see is the question. So this is the folded part. Remember, include the edges as well. How many parallels do you have? Yes, in this case, it is 3. How many parallels? It is 3. How does the new line relate to the vertical sides? So this is your new line. Vertical sides are from running from left to right. How are they related? They look to be making an angle of 90 degree. Fold the sheet of paper one more time. Okay, let me do that as well. So this is the first fold. We already have the first fold. Now we are taking up the second fold. It's a thick paper, so I found it difficult. That's your second fold. And the activity is asking us, is there a pattern in the number of lines. Okay, how many parallel lines? Before that, I need to show this. Yeah, how many parallel lines do you see now? Again, count the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. Is there a pattern in the numbers of lines? So let me take it over here. First we had 2, then we had 3, and then we had 5. Actually, for folding, it is just 3 and 5. So let me not consider before folding. On folding, the first fold, we got 3. Second fold, we got 5. Do you see any pattern? Yes, we see a pattern. Actually, no, we don't see a pattern. This is just 3, 5. That's it. No, we can see a pattern. Odd numbers. So answer is yes. And they are odd numbers. So what do you think will happen if you fold once more? That is the third fold. What happens? I'm guessing 7. So it's a guess. So let's look at the next fold. So you can see that would be the next fold. And we have, I don't know how many are there. So yeah, this is the one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I did get odd number, but I guessed it to be an odd number, but it turns out to be 9. It is an odd number, but it is 9. Not what I thought. Okay, so there might be a pattern, but I'm not able to guess as of now. So let me remove this odd. Then we have, oh, there is one more. Make a vertical fold in the sheet. The new vertical line is dashed to the previous horizontal lines. So let's do that. So these are all the vertical lines, sorry, horizontal lines. Now I'm making a vertical line. Again, get the edge of the sheet to the other end. Get the edges on top of each other. So that is your vertical line. Okay, guys. So what does this angle form and what angle do you see is the question. What angle do you see with the vertical line and the horizontal lines? Yes. Make a vertical fold in the sheet. This new vertical lines is perpendicular to the previous horizontal lines. Do you guys agree? That is, they are making an angle of 90 degree. This I missed out. Fold the sheet along a diagonal. Can you make a fold that creates a line parallel to the diagonal lines? Okay, I should have done this though, but I have not. Let me, yeah. So basically what we're asking you guys to do is diagonal line would look something like this. This would be a diagonal line. So can we fold? Yeah, I mean, it's not difficult. I mean, it's doable, but it's a bit difficult. Maybe something like this. You guys can try that. Fold it in such a way that these two are parallel. Okay. Again, all this are a bunch of activities. This is something that you guys have to do. If you're not doing, then there's no point. You learn a lot. It stays in mind.